Alice's quest. Kryle's eyes light up at the sight of you. Do I remember any of their voices? No. Oh, greetings, Kat. Come to look on your friends. Rest assured, everyone is quite well. I've been keeping a close eye on them and have satisfied myself that they are all in fine health. As a matter of fact, they're just about to convene at Dawn's Respite to discuss how best to use their pent-up energy. Let's join them, shall we? Da-da-da-da. Oh, it's cutscene. My bad.
Well, my friends, now that we have all settled back into our bodies, it is time we resumed our duties in earnest.
Oops. Did I skip?
Ever since the Emperor's death, it's been one unsettling rumor after another. I've a mind to pay a visit to Garlemald to ascertain the truth of the matter.
A prudent endeavor. 'Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat, not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows. In light of which possibility, I shall accompany thee on thy mission. Be assured that thou shalt find me more a help than a hindrance. Thou requirest another to imbue thine ammunition, dost thou not?
Assuming that's settled, there's something I've been meaning to look into as well.
The daddies are fighting. Lise!
Welcome back, everyone!
Lise!
You're fine now, right? No more headaches or keeling over?
That's right. We're fighting fit and raring to go.
The famous Lise Hext, former scion and hero of the Alamegan resistance.
Graha, you're becoming a human textbook. Be careful.
I don't believe we've met.
Yeah!
Really? It's so easy to assume that all Archons are acquainted. But then I suppose your fields of expertise are rather different.
I thought she wasn't an Archon. That was her sister, but...
Grahatir, at your service. I have read much and more about your exploits, Commander. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Likewise. The others told me all about you.
Do not be so sure. Words scarcely do justice to the vital role he played in our victory in the first. A more dependable comrade one would be hard-pressed to find.
Aww! Aww! I love his shy emote.
Oh, right. I did glance at the report. But I'd be lying if I said I understood half of it. Well, that's a lot to take in. Just to be clear, this means we're not heading for another calamity, does it?
Shorn of their unsundered master's leadership, what Ascians remain shall struggle to see their plans to fruition. And though I would ever advise caution, I believe we may rest easy for a time.
I'll take that as a yes. Even so, I don't know what to make of this business about Hydaelyn and Zodiac being primals.
A difficult truth to bear, yes. But at last we understand the nature of our adversary. And if there are no further calamities, neither will there be rejoinings, meaning Zodiac will never regain his full strength. Even so, as the oldest and mightiest of primals, he remains a force to be feared. Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak. And it falls to us, to ensure that it is never again brought to bear upon this star.
But tell us, Lys, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
What do you mean? Isn't seeing my long-lost comrades reason enough? All right, there was one other matter. I have a message from the Alliance, and before you ask, yes, it's about the Empire. So, after Emperor Varys' assassination, it seems his cousin Nerva made a bid for the throne. The trouble is, he wasn't the only one with designs on it, and it didn't take long for a civil war to break out. And it's not just in the provinces. Early reports say huge swathes of the Imperial capital have been reduced to rubble. The Alliance will soon convene in Alamigo to decide on a course of action, and we were hoping you'd come along.
Well, as it happens, Urianger and I were just this moment planning a little trip to Garlemald. And we should be grateful for any advice the Alliance can provide on how best to make the most of our visit.
To Alamigo, then.
Why don't you go on without me? There's something I need to look into.
Ah, forgive me. You were just telling us. What is it, if I may ask?
I want to find a way to cure the Tempered.
Of course. You think it may be possible to adapt the treatment you used to help those corrupted by the Sin Eaters?
I'm sorry, a cure for tempering? But that would change everything. Alize, consider yourself uninvited. Go and find us this cure.
You're not allowed to come with. Go do work.
I'll do my best. I was hoping you might join me. Don't worry if not, though. I won't hold it against you if you'd rather attend a stuffy meeting.
I like stuffy meetings. No, what meeting? Lead on. I like fighting, not talking.
I knew you'd say yes.
I'll come too. If you don't mind, that is.
I love him so much. I'll come.
Mind? I'm sure they would be glad of your company. Pray, enjoy your time together with your hero.
No, that's not... I mean, I simply thought my knowledge might be of some use.
Everyone's
we shall be
like,
on our way then. Godspeed.
Graha has a crush. They're all like poking fun at him. I love it. I love Graha. And that's why we have the Graha please emote. Because it just matches his personality here. Oh my god, I love him. Alright. I'm gonna talk to him though. When Ishtola is about, one cannot afford even the slightest slip. Amazing. Oh. When I set out to save Halric, I think Gabu was always at the back of my mind. And having proved that the light corrupted are not lost, I am convinced that the same must be true for the tempered. Similar to those corrupted by the Sin Eaters, the aether of Gabu's soul has been rendered stagnant. And though the root cause is different, perhaps the solution is the same. It is by no means an unreasonable hypothesis, Alice, and it warrants full investigation. If there's even a chance we can save Gabu, we have to try. But however much I'd like to race over to Limsa and set to work, there's no room for recklessness, not when a child's life is at stake. As I'm sure Becklug would remind us, we still know little and less about the soul. Any number of things could go wrong if we don't exercise due caution. And so, before attempting anything, we should learn all we possibly can about the tempering. There's just one problem. Research into the condition has long since ground to a halt. and the combined work of the many scholars involved doesn't exactly amount to a wealth of knowledge. Not of the modern scholars, perhaps, but what of their ancient counterparts? I know the Alligans took a more than passing interest in the subject. And what if we seek... And what we seek... Oh my god. And if what we seek is to be found anywhere, it would surely be at the Aether Chemical Research Facility, where they experimented on primals and their worshippers, yes? Good thinking. I've never actually been there myself, but I did read the reports on Azisla, which means we'll be needing an airship. An airship, you say? Meet me at the northern bank of Silvertear Lake. I've got a little surprise for you. Oh, and come prepared to travel. Hey. Oh my god, she's in a new cute outfit! Oh my god, it's a pink airship. That's fucking adorable. I don't remember this at all. That shit's cute. I give you the Bonanza, the Scion's very own airship. I built her as a company project with help from our friends at the Rising Stones and named her for luck and prosperity. Tataru, this is amazing. We'll be able to fly just about anywhere we want. Our garments were impressive enough, but to build an entire airship? I see the annals did not exaggerate the many talents of the Scion's fabled coinkeeper. I'd also introduce myself as your pilot, except the training didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. But that's all right, because we've hired this capable fellow here instead. Hi. The Bonanza is equipped with a full complement of mana cutters, by the way. Feel free to use them to get around Azisla. But enough talk. It's time to fly. All aboard! Let's go. Oh, we're just here now. Okay. Honestly, Sid would be jealous of the way that airship flies. Tataru has outdone herself. Anyway, here we are on Azisla, and Alphina's report did not do the scale of this place justice. You're not incorrect. I was doing fates around here for the yokai. Fuck this place. This place is massive. The wisdom of Alag. Grahatia surveys his surroundings with an expectant glint in his eyes. This appears to be Helix, which means we stand in the Alpha Quadrant. To the east lies the Beta Quadrant, and... Yes, I believe I have my bearings. Though this is my first time on Azisla, I do have some familiarity with the place thanks to the records at the Crystal Tower. Unless I am mistaken, this path leads to an Aetherite, beyond which there will be an informal terminal. I suggest we begin our search there. And here's the terminal. A moment while I search the archives for reference to tempering. It's another cutscene. Sounded like a phone ringing. Ah, there we are. Iconic corruption. An overview. That sounds promising. Indeed. Let us see what this report has to say. Confound it. The contents appear to have been deleted. What? No! Isn't there something you can do? Not from here, I'm afraid. But it may be that another copy of the report exists elsewhere. The question is, where to look? It says here the copy was a report. Oh my god. It says here the report was written by someone named Elwyn. Is it likely that he kept a copy? I would say it is a distinct possibility. Assuming he was a researcher here, he will have had quarters on the Heavensward. We can ascertain the details at Heavensward's control. Let us return to the Bonanza. That's such a fun name. And avail ourselves of the mana cutters. We will need them to reach our destination. I forgot. You already have a suitable means of transport, don't you? No need to waste time accompanying us back to the ship then. We'll see you at the Heavensward. I mean, I also have a mana cutter. So there's that, but, you know, we'll just fly. If the late Owen did indeed have a chamber here, his node will be able to tell us its number. Oh. There. From what I recall of the layout, it should be somewhere in the vicinity of... Warning. An evacuation order is presently in effect. Entry to the Heavensward is not permitted at this time. Foiled again. In all likelihood, the order would have been imposed during the Fourth Umbral Calamity, and I doubt it will be lifted in the near future. Bzz. Energy level critical. Returning to base for recharging. Oh, bye. Well, surely there must be some other way to gain access. Force, for example? Ere we resort to that, I have an idea. Were we to send a surge of energy through yonder control mechanism, it should prompt the system to restart, releasing the locks. As for a suitable energy source, a concentrated lightning shard might suffice. Happily, I seem to recall that they are known to form at points of stagnant aether throughout the continent. You seem to recall? Are you honestly telling me that was in the records too? Ha, I am. A report sent to the capital mentioned that lightning-aspected aether was prone to pooling on the continent, resulting in surges that interfered with equipment. A minor detail, I grant you, but in my role as caretaker of the Crystal Tower, there was no such thing as too much elegant knowledge. Besides, my studies have helped me to feel connected to the source, to home. I must have explored this facility 1,000 times in my mind, but to finally stand here with the two of you, 'tis more exhilarating than I can well express. Now then, the lightning shard. If I may, I suggest we split up and search the Beta Quadrant. Okay, Fred. Oh, but beware of sprites. They are wont to manifest with aether stagnant. Now you're just showing off, which makes me think we should make a contest of this. The first to return here with the shard wins. What do you say? Very well. It would be my honor to come third. I love how he just assumes he'll be last. Graha, think better of yourself. Is this not a cutscene? Okay, there we go. Phrasing. Let's destroy them. Nice. Oh. I still gotta pick it up. Oh, shit. Disembodied voice. Bravo, that was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the speculate proved so enthralling that all thoughts of the prize slipped my mind. I'm sorry? I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the lightning shard is yours. Is this Graha, or is this Alice, or is this somebody else? What? No dramatic entrance? You've changed. Who is... What? I don't know who this is, but I'll say the dramatic entrance, because that's fun. Is it Graha? It is Graha. Oh. Oh, because when we first saw him in ARR, he did that shit. Ugh, you remember that? In my defense, I was caught up in the moment. It isn't every day you meet an honest-to-God's hero, after all. Well, the contest continues, so you'd better hurry back. But one last thing. Thank you, Kat, for bringing me here. Aww, you're welcome. It appears Elise had no luck, so victory is yours. Congratulations. Congratulations, chat. Now then, may I have the shard? What is it that makes you so much better at finding things? What do you have that I don't? That is a question I too have asked myself on numerous occasions. I suspect we could both learn a great deal from Kat, and not only about the secrets of adventuring. But come, we should attend to our mission. Graha, what does that mean? What do you mean you have more to learn that's not about adventure? What? Excuse me? Excellent. The system responded exactly as intended. We now have access to the Heavensward. Only one obstacle remains: security system within. Should they be triggered, they could make life rather difficult for us. In light of which, pray leave the rest to me. If I am right, my royal blood should allow me to venture in unmolested. Hate that word. Assuming this place works like the Crystal Tower, yes. But if it doesn't, you'll be on your own. I want you to promise us that you'll get out at the first sign of trouble. I promise. Wish me luck. Well, nothing for it but to sit tight. I'm sure this Owen fellow was very learned. Learned? Learned. But icon corruption and overview sounds like a stadium thesis. We all had to write one. Lest you wonder, mine was about the combat applications of Aether. I'm nothing, if not practical. Alphinaud's was more philosophical, of course. Political, dare I say it. He chose to write a lengthy discourse of our nation's duty to the world. A controversial subject, to say the least. He asserted that Charlane's knowledge should rightly be used to protect all life on the star, in direct opposition of the country's cherished policy of non-intervention. Being a leading member of the Forum, our father was not happy. At the time, of course, Alphinaud was utterly convinced of his views and would cheerfully argue to the death with anyone who saw things differently. By which I mean the rows were long. To be fair to him, though, he's since learned to be a little more open-minded, but deep down he still holds fast to that one belief, and I admire him for it. I should have liked to meet the young Alphinaud. For what it's worth, my thesis concerned the Allegan civilization as depicted in folklore. Oh, you're back. I didn't know you attended this studium. I didn't. A thesis was required to earn my Archon's mark. My peers at the Students of Baldician convinced me to write one with the promise of unfettered access to forbidden tomes. Though I considered it no more than a means to an end at the time, I will admit it was gratifying to have my efforts acknowledged. Good gods, an Archon's thesis! I shudder to imagine the work involved. But enough about that. Is this the fruit of your foray? Yes, Owen's archive node. It was waiting for me in his chamber. If a copy of this report still survives, it would be stored in this device. Shall we find out? Bloop. Initializing. Scanning for a registered user. User not found. To proceed as a guest, please complete biometric authentication. Bloop. Verifying. Bloop. Authentication complete. Guest identified as member of the royal family. I am at your most humble service, Your Highness. It never ceases to amuse me. 'Tis but a pity the effect will not last forever. Doga and Uni said as much when they granted me this gift. But until such a time as it fades, I shall use it gratefully. Search archive for icon corruption. Bloop. Searching. Bloop. One item found. Icon corruption and overview. The report is locked by an author. The author. Please state password. Well, go on then, Your Highness. Tell the nice node the password. Right, let's see. Glory be to Alag. Long live Emperor Zandi. Bloop, bloop. Password incorrect. Please try again. Confound it. Come now. Passwords are invariably short and simple. For instance... They shouldn't be short and simple. Password! Please work. The notion that the password could be something so inane would be laughable were it not dangerously stupid. Furthermore, your conduct in the presence of His Highness is grossly inappropriate. Know your place, handmaiden. What did that thing just call me? What's Wild Rose? I'll say Wild Rose. I figured. Blip. Bloop, bloop. Password incorrect. Again. Be warned that any further inappropriate behavior in the presence of His Highness will not be tolerated. All right, that's it. I say we dismantle it and manually extract what we need. Now, let's not be too hasty. A single misstep and we risk losing the report altogether. I believe this may be a task for Sid and his colleagues. If anyone can coax Machina into cooperating, it is them. Come, let us bear the node back to the Rising Stones. Oh, okay. I will take money. That was hilarious. Reviving the legacy. Graha Tia seems eager to bear the node away. Okay. I should probably mention that I have yet to meet Sid since waking up. Rambrose did send word to the Ironworks, but it appears our friend has been afield on urgent business. Nevertheless, I assure you my proposal to seek his help is no pretext. However much I might look forward to seeing him again. Him and everyone. But come, let us be on our way. Look at him, all but running. How sweet. Still, it wouldn't do to keep him waiting, shall we? Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. All right. Wonderful news, Kat. Totaru contacted Sid on our behalf, and he is on his way here even as we speak. While we wait, I should like very much to hear what transpired at the Alliance Council. Would you be so kind, Kryle? Voice acted? Of course not. As you know, the meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond to recent events in Garlemald. According to intelligence from our Dominon allies, the War of Succession rages on and the Empire remains without a leader. Amidst the chaos, the Imperial legions in the provinces have begun to move independently of the motherland. Of greatest concern to us is the third. Wow. I was gonna say Illard, and I'm like, wait. Is the third, a legion aligned with Lord Nerva. It appears they have received substantial financial backing from House Brutus. House Brutus. Brutus? Aren't they the ones who took in Yatsuyu and Asahi? This bodes well. Especially now that we know about Asahi. Xenos' movements, meanwhile, remain shrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thancred and Urianger will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. Until such a time as they do, the Allied leaders feel it would be unwise to interfere in the conflict, and so, thanks in part to the Imperial withdrawal from Gimlet, they have decided to turn their attention to the primal problem once more. Working with friendly factions among the beast tribes, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the timing, I suspect they wish to put their respective houses in order ahead of the decisive clash of the Empire. With the Empire. Whatever their intent, this is not a problem easily solved. The Lemencians, in particular, struggle in their efforts, and Alphino and Ishtola have been called upon to aid them. So long as we are dealing with the Tempered, I'm afraid no amount of dialogue will avail us. But if we can develop a treatment for tempering, then anything is possible. Which is why we must succeed.
And on that cheery note, why not make yourselves comfortable in Dawn's respite? I'll show Sid in as soon as he arrives.
Okay, cool. We at this destination. Oh. We cutscening. Daddy said. Ugh, it's not voiced. Sid! Forgive us for not coming to see you sooner, my friend. As you may have heard, we've had our hands full. In our defense, you are up rather early. I was under the impression you'd be slumbering a while longer. Oh, I would have been, had you not fulfilled your promise. Huh, I still struggle with that idea. From where I stand, the secrets of traversing time and space seem exactly as unfathomable as they ever did. But if an alternate version of myself has already laid them bare, I dare say that frees me up to concentrate on other endeavors. Speaking of which, you wanted my help with something. What is it? Well, a treatment for tempering. And for the next step, you need to find the password to this Elegance report. Just so, with nary a clue to guide us, we could be here forever and still not guess correctly, and thus we turn to you. Well, I'd love to say that we could help you, so I will. Once suitably configured, a Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying the password. I knew I could rely on you. Now, anticipating that it might be of use, I took the liberty of borrowing my tombstone from Rambros. It contains an elegant dictionary. Good thinking. I'll transfer the information to a terminal and set it to work right away. Yes. Ah, it looks like it's finished. Let's see. Freedom. The password is freedom. Aww. Huh.
Ah, short and simple, just as I said. Would you care to do the honors, Your Highness?
I would, milady. Node. Open the report entitled Icon Corruption and Overview. Password? Freedom.
Password accepted. Boop. Opening report.
This report seeks to provide an overview of the mechanism by which icons corrupt and bind men to their will. The phenomenon we call corruption refers to the alteration of the aether of the soul. Said aether ordinarily exists in equilibrium, no one element being more prominent than another. But when a subject is exposed to the aether of an icon, this changes, their soul taking on the properties of the entity in question. Sephiroth. By way of an example, exposure to the aether of the fiend Sephiroth would cause a subject's aether to become aligned with the element of earth. As a consequence, the subject would attain heightened affinity with earth-aspected magics, as well as preternatural levels of endurance. Repeated exposure would further enhance these traits, ultimately altering the subject's very flesh. The changes undergone by the subject are not solely attributable to elemental alignment, however. Further testing has determined that the subject's soul becomes umbrally charged or stagnant during the process. This stagnation of the soul has the effect of diluting the sense of self, rendering the subject vulnerable to the will of the icon, the thoughts of whom come to consume their entire existence. In this manner, do the corrupted become worshippers of the icon, their prayers serving to further empower the entity. Having discerned the mechanism of icon corruption, having discerned the mechanism of iconic corruption, my colleagues and I set out to develop a material capable of shielding one from its effects, an endeavor in which we were successful, albeit at a great cost. In the course of testing, many of my assistants, good men and women all, fell victim to corruption, and in accordance with protocol, they were summarily put to death. I subsequently had submitted a proposal to investigate potential cures for corruption, but it was rejected, deemed non-essential by Lord Amon. Though I knew it would be fruitless, I protested the decision, and for my impertinence, I have been stripped of rank and title, and will shortly be expelled from this facility. In all likelihood, this report will be expunged from the archives. Nonetheless, I record it in the hope that one day, someone will undertake to do that which I could not, and find a cure for the victims of iconic corruption. End recording. So not even the Alligans were able to find a cure. Or rather, were not given the chance to do so. One cannot help but wonder what motivated Lord Amon's decision. More importantly, this confirms the stagnation of the soul is indeed the problem, and Angelo can remedy that. True. Yet, were we simply to reanimate a tempered soul, I fear it would do not to diminish the individual's fanatical faith. Indeed, it may well intensify it. No, we would somehow need to suppress the primal's hold over the subject at the same time, or risk them ever remaining its thrall. If we could only make them remember who they were, or so there's no point in reviving their souls unless we can restore their sense of self. If only we could help them remember who they were. But of course, memory transference. The process has the effect of compartmentalizing memories, separating them into manageable bundles, if you will. By adapting the technique, it might be possible to achieve selective reanimation. That is, limit the effects to only those memories that existed prior to tempering. Through thus restoring the sense of self, we could theoretically drown out the incitements of false faith which have come to dominate the individual's thoughts. I see. The theory seems sound, and our experience treating the light-corrupted would help us identify suitable memories for reanimation. But are you confident you can adapt memory transference as required? I seem to recall your attempts to do so while trying to bring us home culminated in literal bloodletting. They did, you are right. Despite my best efforts, I could not recreate the mechanism, and I concede that the rather clumsy compromise I reached would not prove the basis for a cure. Then perhaps it's better that we consider another approach. Your doubts are understandable, but this time I believe we have reason to be confident. You see, nodes such as this were built with the ability to simulate magics, which leads me to believe that it may be capable of performing simulations of the transference technique. If so, we would be able to conduct years' worth of tests within the space of a few days. In theory, it would be no different from how we identified the password. But it'll take more calculating power. A lot more. I honestly couldn't say whether our equipment would be up to the task. Tell me, Sid, why do you suppose Owen locked his report behind a password? To keep it from prying eyes, of course. Why else? Wait. A password that could be guessed by anyone with leisure and a dictionary wouldn't keep it from a person minded to look. No, he wanted his report to be seen by those who strive for freedom. Not unlike the members of a certain distinguished engineering collective. I believe their motto was freedom through technology or some such. Ironworks. You two, round up as many Magitech terminals as you can find and bring them to the workshop.
Right away, Chief.
Tataru's cheering them on. Things are about to get very busy. Lucky we have you to help, eh? You're fucking welcome. My word. That was a lot of reading. Right. While Grahatia and I configure the terminals, I want the rest of you to procure supplies. Namely, ceruleum to fuel the terminals and ice shards to keep them cool. The more we have of both, the better.
Leave the ice shards to me. I'll round up some adventurers and go on gathering spree.
What adventurers do you know, Crow? In that case, I'll trust Kat and Elise with the ceruleum. There's a promissory note for each of you. Okay. Baron's bringing blanket. Take them to the Skysteel Manufactory in Ishgard and the ceruleum processing plant in Thanalan. The people there will give you what we need.
Yours is a well-known face in the Holy See, I believe. If it's all the same to you, I'll head to Thanalan. Hi, Bear. You stand in the Sky Steel Manufactory. What is it that you require?
There's a promissory note.
So you are after ceruleum. In that case, please present your note to the engineer at the airship landing. He shall be glad to assist you.
Hoopst.
Ceruleum? You've come to the right man. Fair warning, though. The price has shot up on account of the uncertainty with the Empire, so I hope you've got the coin. It's Sid. Well now, a promissory note from the ironworks. Don't see many of these. Not that it's a problem. It's as good as gold to me.
Because you're literally forced to from your boss. Why are we having this silent conversation? Oh, my other husband. Hello. And his girlfriend. We're all poly here.
My friend! After the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places.
Jump scared me.
As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem. To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard, that we might together plot a course. Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion, I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas,
yeah, he would.
He is, as ever, a difficult man to find. I am informed he recently paid a visit to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you? But tell me, what business brings you to our fair city this day? A cure for tempering. You never cease to amaze me. Until now, our only hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed. Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it. In this matter, you may count on Ishgard's full support.
Is it just me? Or is his voice acting far more enthusiastic than it used to be? I just realized you guys didn't hear that at all. I was like, bye, husband. Thank you. Bye, Lucia. You're cool too. Step on me sometime. But I forgot I was muted. Holy shit, they got to work. Hi. Why does Alice look really sad? Or maybe just bored.
Oh, who would have thought ceruleum weighed so much? Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose. I should have just done what you did and accepted help.
Yeah, it's important to acknowledge when you need help.
Good work, you two. This is all we asked for and more. Quite a lot more, now that I look at it. Lord Emmerich, eh? And entirely by chance? Ha! Some people have all the luck.
We have also succeeded in configuring the terminals, thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
No. No! No!
It's been a while, hero. You seem surprised to see me. Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for tempering.
What a shocker. You're only interested in something if you have something personal to gain? Who would have thought?
But if you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise. And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
He's also here just because his husband's here.
For all the effort it took to track you down after your latest disappearing act, you could find the cure for death, and it wouldn't be worth the trouble.
It's true.
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel, not only across dimensions, but through time.
Also destined to be wed?
Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 parts to Garland's 1.
Oh my god.
And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
Very well then. I'll do 1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond you.
Whatever you say, Garland.
Right. If everyone's ready, let's begin.
The bickering old married couple. Ah, we love to see it. I say old, they're like my age. They're not that old.
All appears to be in order. Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up? This may take a while.
Somebody catch her. Keep her from falling. Well, that looks normal.
Damn it. It's overloading.
Chief! She won't last much longer!
We'll have to shut it down.
Wait! We're close! So very close!
Oh!
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Please, a moment longer. I beg you. There! I was able to memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
But you just memorized it?
It's just as well. She'll never run again.
The fault is mine. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It may fall short of dimension hopping, but a cure for tempering is not to be sniffed at. This, my friend, is a world-changing discovery. One we're proud to have had a hand in. A few Magitech terminals are a pittance to pay.
Thank you.
Well, we've done what we can. The rest is up to you.
Do my best.
Okay. All right. Forget us not. Alice has only one thing on her mind.
At long last, we have our cure.
In theory, at any rate, we cannot be certain until such time as we put it to the proof, but I am quietly confident.
Well, if we're to test it on someone, then I suggest Gaboo. His symptoms are relatively mild.
As long as you exercise due caution. Because he's a child.
Yes, as long as we exercise due caution, it'll be fine. Without further ado, then, let's make for Limsa. We've kept Gaboo waiting long enough.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Well, this is the moment of truth. I'll have our host spring Gaboo to us at once. Let's see what happens.
Apologies for the wait.
Oh, voice acting.
Gaboo, have you been good?
Yeah, he has.
Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Fancy meeting you here.
Alphino Yushtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you. Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment?
Kinda.
Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul. Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
Porxie!
Hi, Angelo.
By doing so, we also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Excellent. With your permission, then, let us begin. Yes, this will do. And now, it's my turn. Tis done.
No small amount indeed.
Oops. Didn't mean to cut off your gasping?
Well, we seek to go where even the Allagans did not. It was never like to be easy. The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one. I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
I believe in you.
'Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
Aw, I love Gabu. Well, this seems good a spot as any to have a rest.
Okay. I know I have them similar, but damn.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago. I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light-corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even. But Alize refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation. However much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
I love how they both are having these moments of really like looking up to each other. Oh, if it's any consolation, she's in all of your work, or... Don't tell me, tell her. Yeah, tell her. Also, she'd kill me if I told him the first one.
I should, I know. Yet, despite my good intent, I have the feeling that I would only succeed in incurring her ire.
Ma'am, are you okay? Zombie Alize?
Alize, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
Oh my god, I could cry!
Gabu!
He's like, ta-da! I love him!
this time, my mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan. But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always. So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gabu. They helped him to hold on.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
I'm so proud of you, Gabu.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them?
Yes, we can. All of them.
Well, don't make promises. We don't know yet.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use. As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether. And while Alize was able to heal Gabu alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence. All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gabu, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then, the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of porxies, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master Matoya, the real one.
I have to go now, Gabu, but the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
Oh my god, he's so cute. Nope. There you go. Aww, Gabu's okay, chat. Like master, like pupil. The trace of a wry smile is visible on Ishtola's lips. As she will be at pains to remind me, I have not paid Master Matoya a visit since returning from the first. But this seems as good a time as any. Come, let us make for her cave. Let's go. I take it you are ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil? Very well. I don't think she's excited. Oh, shit.
Nary a word from you all this time, then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
about that.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knight Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
Alphino, do you want to get murdered? Because this is how you get murdered. This is how you get murdered.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name
Maybe.
and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
Oh! Didn't realize they didn't know each other.
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I am proud to call myself a scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
I do adore that how fast he took up responsibility for his part and role, and showing with his whole heart, like being so sincere in his words and exactly explaining what he feels sorry for. Please, people learn from Graha.
Ah, yes.
I love him.
The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits. Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day.
Vicky.
So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
That you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create porxies with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reached double figures. But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother porxie, as it were. Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
I'm sorry?
Ma'am? What are we talking about? Should I be concerned? What moldy hole were we talking about? All right, off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make your familiar is there. That may be, but no one has set foot in there since the Exodus. I dread to imagine what has become of it. Oh, there's sure to be a handful of feral familiars and mayhap a monster or two. But nothing to trouble the likes of you. You can consider cleaning up the place payment for my help. Fine, I'll do it. We'll do it. Good girl. Now, if there are no other objections, I suggest you run along to the Maker's Quarter. I'll send word. I'll send one of my pirogos ahead to let you into the workshop. You need only tell him who you are. One can't be too careful after all. Off you go. Okay. Off we go. You can't do Pirogo Tank anymore. No! Pirogo the Unwashed. Ew, take a bath.
Greetings, Ribbit, and welcome to my good mistress's Relic. Pirogo is my name, and I am honored to be your guide. Within, you will find a space dedicated to making of familiars, along with a cavern wherein the requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, that the place has not played host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years, and will, I regret, be in some disarray. But rest assured, my brothers and I shall see to it that you not lose your way. I can read. Now then, Ribbit, only say the word and I will show you in.
Matoya's Relic now accessible. Let's go. Hell yeah, let's see who's for trusts. First of all, I'm healing. Second of all, yeah, this is what we doing. He's gonna be our tank. He's all rounder, chat. Graha can be anything.
Ever ready.
Yeah, you do. He can be anything. We'll have them because I feel like Ishtola makes sense because she knows a lot of like Matoya shit, and Alice makes sense because she's wanting to do this and has the passion for it. So it works out anyway. I'm gonna go do it. Let's go. Graha being a tank is the silliest shit to me. He's everything. Why is it silly? He protect. He also self-sacrifice. Too much. Stop this. This is one of my favorite dungeons. I love the music. It's so Halloween-y. It's like got Fantasia vibes. One of us tells the truth, the other two lie.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients.
When did you get here?
Listen well to what the Pirogos say, or you'll wish you had.
All right. She's been here the whole time, apparently. I love that that looks like a hat. Amazing. First things first, we need to harvest some clay. We'll be counting on you for your local knowledge.
The clay can be had at the cauldron, Ribbit, through this portal if you would.
Earthy portal. She hopped on one of her brooms. Definitely Fantasia vibes. Yeah, I love it. I also love what creatures have taken up.
Please follow me, Ribbit, and put down any pests that bar the way.
I had to look at the fucking chat box. But apparently Ali says was like considered next importance. So he's a paladin versus the gunbreaker that was our boy Thancred. Didn't need to be one of the enchanted ones. She fits the bill that much. She is a witch. Burn the witch. Don't burn her. Da 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 da.
Wait, so why, Fender? Explain why Graha being a tank is funny? I need to know. No burn to switch no matter how badly she burns you. No, I was just like, what do you call it? Mimicking a meme from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. So I have brain rot. All right. Da 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 da. I remember most of this dungeon too, because I did it a lot. When I really did a lot in 14 was Post Shadowbringers. So it was this and one other that we haven't done yet that were the expert roulette. And so I ended up doing this dungeon a lot. I think it's also one of the first I ever healed. For when I started healing. As much as Graha likes to run headfirst into trouble, he should have been a warrior instead of a paladin. Nah, he's all about shield. I think that kind of works, because he's not reckless. He's very thought out and planned.
Allow me to assist you with the gap, Ribbit.
If you try to burn Matoya, you just have to deal with the angry Matoya. Nobody wants that. No. Ain't nobody want that. Da-da-da-da. Spriggans. Thinking about that today, how when one of the used the time warp, Dark Magician turned into Dark Mage. Wait, really? Okay, so like, I watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, but I did not watch it all. And I only remember what me and my friends obviously thought were like really funny or quoted the most. Brooklyn Rage and Burn the Witch was overused a lot with my friends group. I actually had a shirt that was based off of that said Brooklyn Rage. And had the cityscape of Brooklyn on it. And I was like, what? How's that work? Yu-Gi-Oh! Absolutely just
Away
Yu-Gi-Oh!
with you.
Did I step in something? Probably. There. Oh. Let's go.
I did not imagine the place would be so infested, Ribbit.
Ah! Jump scare. Son of Ziggy! Do you guys remember Ziggy? Isn't Ziggy from Copperbell Mines? I don't know if it's normal or hard though, that he's in. This is Son of Ziggy. Sonny of Ziggy. I'm sorry, not Son of Ziggy. Sonny. Oh, is it Anti-Tower? Oh. Is he also in Copperbell? I think there's a Spriggan in Copperbell. I thought. Or one of the early ARR ones. Second boss in Anti-Tower. Ziggy Stardust and the spiders from Mars? No. Though if they are like referenced by that, I have no idea. Probably. Da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Maybe their name wasn't Ziggy. Maybe it was just a Spriggan. There is a Spriggan there, but they aren't connected. Oh, okay, gotcha.
The clay is just across the way, but you'll need to deal with the Mudman first, Ribbit.
Is this supposed to be a golem? Aye, this is what happens when you neglect to tidy up. All right. So, balls. And now we see around the corner the balls are getting sucked into the holes. So, you want to, whichever ball you are tethered to, you want to aim it towards one of those holes. If you're at too much of a weird angle, it won't get sucked in. So you have to be careful. Yep. How did they not get hit? Okay, we're just not gonna question that, I guess. Magic. In Copperbell Hard, you fight Biggie! Oh, his name's Biggie. That's why I'm getting confused. They're very similar. Oh, I accidentally overrid that. So now 2 of them have mudmen in them, so we can only interact with these 2. So you need to aim towards them. Oh shit, okay. Hopefully this is enough. Yes, it was, let's go.
I will not hold back.
Just the beginning.
Down, bound. Ziggy and Anti-Tower is a reference to Ziggy's Stardust. Gotcha. Hence the Stardust attack. Okay, got it. I don't know what kind of tank buster that is. Seeing as Alice is not moving, I'm guessing. Yeah. Very specific. Last time I was here, my random teammates did not understand this mechanic well after I tried to explain it consistently. At least one person was getting squished. Oh no. Oh no. The struggle bus is real. Which one's mine? That one's mine. Is it okay that 3 of us are aiming? Well, Ishtola.
Let's give them a show!
Do we have to be on the ball with this boss? Oh, well, okay. Never mind. No stack for us. Excellent work, everyone.
Now we have our clay, Ribbit. Let us return to the interstice.
Interstice? Is that how you say that? You're on a roll. Oh my god. Since I think you missed my explanations for Graha because he is squimsh, look at he, soft boy, made for petting. I mean, also true. But also, have you seen him? He is ripped. Next, we need to get the water flowing again.
It will be my pleasure to show you to the Clear Note Cauldron. Please use this portal.
Let's go to the watery portal, or through it. Wow.
For your own safety, I ask that you keep close to me, Ribbit.
Well, we're not close to him. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba. Da, 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 da. The song's gonna be stuck in my head now for the rest of the day. I wasn't actually sure if we'd finish this in a timely manner for like by the end of stream we'd even get to this because of how the cutscenes were going. Oh hello, I'm gonna open this. I don't know, I don't need any of this stuff, but if it, I don't know, good for turning in. Although he doesn't need company as seal. It's cat girl does. Oh well. Da 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 da. If you can't tell, I like to button mash even when the ability's not ready. I forget that that might be annoying to other people, so I'm sorry when I do that. I try to be patient, but I tend to just like keep pressing it.
Please wait while I move the lift, Ribbit.
This is a different program. Whee! Whee! If You can button mash? Yeah, I love button mashing. But yeah, it makes that beep, 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 beep noise. I noticed that yesterday when I was playing. I was like, oh, right, that might annoy people. Ba-da-ba-ba. You can't be sure the buttons work unless you're spamming it. It's about being certain. I mean, at least I know I'm doing DPS as fast as possible. Because it's literally as fast as the game will allow me to with the Globo cooldown. I like how I can't see their mana. They just have infinite mana. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay. I actually think I can do wall-to-walls here, like if I was not playing with trusts, healing-wise. But I don't trust that I won't get murdered or accidentally let Graha get murdered before I even can heal him, because I'm the one pulling, not him. At least I'm not fucking not sage, summoner. Scholar. I hate it. Although this is high end, so it's not as stressful, but still, I like having more insta-cast stuff and an actual single target regen. It's nice. You don't trust the trusts? On guard. Absolutely not. Graha says stubborn if you get hit by mechanics. Really? Oh, now I kind of want to.
Spring yonder.
Sorry.
To put a spring in your step, Ribbit.
I kind of want to hear him call me stubborn. I'm not weird for that. Leave me alone. You get all the sleep, Kotana. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you have a lovely evening and get all that good rest. You definitely more than deserve it. Odysseus. Brat mode activate! You know... Shh. Also, I realized I might sing off... Not off key, but off rhythm, because I think the desktop audio is slightly... Either I'm slightly delayed or the desktop audio is slightly delayed, and I don't remember which one. So I never sing as on cue as like I actually am singing.
Another lift, Ribbit. Just a moment.
Whee! Whee! Second boss, let's go. I don't mind if you sing off rhythm or off key. It's just purely because I'm hearing it at different things.
I sense a mischievous present, Ribbit. Please take care.
Look at Nixie! I have this minion.
Let's play! Let's play!
Anyway.
Water, water becomes spears. Things of fresh flesh and bone to pierce.
Water, water, flow so swift, wash away, set adrift. So you want to see which one's not on and go to that. Because they're about to do that. There you go. Perfect. Damn.
So much fun! More water! We need more water!
So you want to be at the one closest? What are they doing? What the fuck is Shtola? How the did Shtola get up here? Anyway, you want to find the one closest to the front, and it brings you up here, and you want to kill these things before Singing in the Rain goes off. What a wonderful feeling.
No, all my water's gone, but I can't lose. I won't.
Head in the clouds, perched on a cloud and unable to attack Cloud Top. I never noticed that I have a little thing there.
Yeah, that explains what I've done.
Or how we take care of stuff in this community, because it's very different to, I think, how most people would. Okay, yeah, so we want to be here. Oh, Jesus.
This is going to leave a mark.
We fall. We fall. We fall. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Alice, did you just stand in the motherfucking tank buster? I think you did, bitch. Ma'am, I might have to ask you to not. Ugh, they're making me do so much of back and forth instead of doing a middle one. We don't want to go on those this time.
I will not hold back.
Please don't. Dun, 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 dun. Shower power. I don't think I noticed that's what it was called. Oh my God. There'll be nothing left of me but smoking crater. Alice standing in the tank buster. Seriously though. Da 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 da. All right.
All right, I give up. You win.
I feel so bad for Nixie. I'm so sorry.
The water is flowing again, Ribbit. Let us head back.
Interstice portal. That's a weird name for me. But yeah, I have played through all of 14 story, but a lot of the chat is new to it, so we act as if everything from where I am in story on is a spoiler for chat. So we still avoid spoilers, foreshadowing, anything like that, because a lot of the chat is experiencing it for the first time watching me play. Because a lot of this community actually wasn't 14 people before I started playing it, because I mostly am variety a lot of the time, but I've been trying to binge more 14 than anything else since I started. But last but not least, we need to fire up the kiln. I personally have played through it all before I started streaming it.
Step right through, Ribbit. I will guide you safely to the kiln fire cauldron.
Fiery portal. As someone that got blasted by a tank buster, a summoner can confirm that. You were smoking crater. Chat, it's the gay. The gay is here. The gay lava area, and it makes me so happy. I love it. This is my favorite, yeah.
Off we go, Ribbit. Try not to fall behind.
Please try not to fall behind. Gay lava! It's the best lava. So I do try to, when I'm like doing fighting and stuff, I try to talk about the mechanics for anyone that is watching and doesn't know what's going on, because they don't play 14. But also for anyone that's trying to figure out how to do it. But I also am taking all of these. It's been a while since I've uploaded. I still gotta actually get the momentum to do it. But I am taking, the reason I don't talk during cutscenes and stuff is because I am cutting all of this up, so it's just the like story and quests, not me running around in between, and uploading them to YouTube. So that way all of the story is there for anyone that just wants to catch up on story, but not necessarily us talking. And also I section it off so that way it's like, here's just MSQ, here's just ARR relic weapon, here's just beast tribe, here's just like, and I section them all off. So, and it's just the stories, so that way if people,
what the ribbit?
Cannot believe it just said what the ribbit. So yeah, that's why I don't talk during cutscenes, and I will talk with chat and address alerts and stuff after the cutscenes. And that's why I voice act everything and stuff, because I know not everyone, like that's not often what you see, is someone putting a lot of effort into the cutscenes and having everything that you can do, mostly, at least MSQ-wise. I'm trying to do some bonus stuff, like I do the 8-mans, I do the 24-mans. I did avoid the 24-man for Shadowbringers for now because it's not relevant, and once Dawn Trails announcement of time came out, like when it's being released, I'm like, fuck, I gotta finish MSQ so fast because I'm gonna switch to my main for Dawn Trail, but we have to finish with Bunboy before that. So that way I don't have to play through things again. God damn it. Because, like, I'm not making any progress on my main because we're replaying stuff.
Hello, Magma can't stop us, Ribbit.
Found out the hard way that the tank walked off the platform. Oh no! Well, that's not even just taking one, like Allie said. That's taking all 4 of those tethers. Gay lava. That's kind. Okay. But I haven't uploaded since post Stormblood. I still gotta work on editing and uploading Shadowbringers. I started doing the AR relic weapons. I never posted them. Half of them are edited and uploaded. And I still gotta do like the events I've been doing and all that fun jazz.
On guard.
The 28th, yeah. It's too bad the gay lava burns. I know. Disappointing. June 28th for early access, July 2nd for normal, yeah. So I am trying to blitz through the MSQ so fast. I mean, Bunboy will still have to do some stuff. But, like, he'll have to do Bozja, because I already did Bozja for Catgirl. But at least Eureka, whenever I do that, will be Catgirl. Blech. Also, Manderville will have to be on Bunboy too. I'm gonna do snooze that. So nobody misses. Who wants to play an ad? Wait till after the dungeon ad. God. Lava Phoebe. I know it says Theobad or Phobad. I always read it as Phoebe. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. All right. Thank you, Peroga.
Honestly, smite this fiend once and for all, Ribbit. Like, honestly.
I almost tried to res it. Luckily, I don't have a res. You can turn it around? I honestly never knew. I did not know you could turn this enemy around. I thought it was stuck in the lava. I've never had a tank do that. I never knew. I learned something this day. Fender! Like, even with randos, I don't think anyone knew. I thought it was stuck there to face all of us. I've never tanked this, so I didn't try, but I've never seen that either. Yeah, I didn't know. No one's ever done that. Okay, well, I learned. Thanks for teaching us something new, Graha.
What a fiery battle that was, and I don't mean the magma. Your destination waits.
What did you mean? New tech? Dawn Trail in June, July, potential new WoW expansion August. Goodbye, summer. Yeah, you're not allowed to have one.
That takes care of the kiln, Ribbit.
Let us return. You guys ready? I'm gonna snooze this one more time. All right, it's time to bake ourselves a porxie. It's weird to say, but okay. Oh, cutscene. That makes sense.
Right then. Let's get this over with.
She's so angry.
Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
So, porcine porcelain. Or porcine? I don't know how you pronounce that. Mother porxie. Also, just to be born to become a mother is terrifying. Anyway. I can't jump over that. Okay. Mapping the realm, Matoya's relic. Let's go fight ourselves a porxie, chat. Don't show any fear, they can smell it.
Alright, let's see how well you handle the big girl.
Tenderloin. Okay, so this, she's gonna knock back us. I was gonna say blow us, and then I knew someone would take that weird. She's gonna knock us back, so we should stand about half the distance.
I will not hold back.
Like that.
Just the beginning.
Porcine, okay. Meat mallet. And now she's gonna try and suck us in. And we wanna run against the wall and avoid getting hit.
It's about to get turbulent in here. Take care and don't get sucked in.
Okay. Usually I don't look at it from this perspective, but I want you guys to see it. Oh God, you guys are all making me nervous back there. Because if you hit that wall on the end, that it was like a weird gray texture on the floor, you die. So I just stay as far to the one side as I possibly can. Meat Mallet has a stripping name? Oh no. That's concerning. Hi, Bear. How you been?
She's hidden herself. Find her quickly or you'll be in for a world of pain.
All right, so we should attack this. Whee! And it's letting us know where she's going to knock back from again. So you account for that. Whee! Dun, 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 dun. I've heard it both porcine and porcine. Oh. Might be based on accents again. Or are we all... I want to be a part of the group. I want to be like everyone else. I want to be a cool kid. Tenderloin. Ma'am, can you stop doing that?
Gloves are off.
Okay, it's fine. I was a part of the group, but not in the way that I would have wanted.
I will not hold back.
It's not symmetrical. We fall. We did it! I'm sorry, Porxie. No, she's tired. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Congratulations. Congratulations. Hell yeah. We did it! Nothing quite like killing fresh familiar. Graha, nothing? Nobody else? Oh. Quite a fight she put up. She's twitching. Is that normal? Have we finished then? I don't really got... Graha has nothing to say. Oh, I never knew familiar creation could be so rough. Alright. Let's see where we're going. What's happening? Good morning.
There we are. Quite tame.
Now?
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
I don't understand why I don't provide ether. I'm literally 2 people in one. I have more than everyone.
That should suffice.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some porxies. Assuming that is, someone can spare the requisite energy. A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say. Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos.
Babies!
And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the mother porxie with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone, we're a step closer to our goal.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Laminsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand. Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
In addition to the porxies, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
All right. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Ishtola. Or no, just They are as peas in a pod, are they not? Sure. You may now enter Matoya's Relic with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. All right. The Admiral's Resolve. Well then, friends, let us return to Limsa Laminsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. Okay. Ba-da-ba. Why, Kat, ever a welcome sight. Tidings for the Admiral, you say? She is presently receiving guests, but for the scions, I know she will make an exception. Follow me. I'm just interrupting this meeting, I guess? Oh. I don't remember your voice. My friends, what brings you here this day? Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it, here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks, truly. This will do much to advance the cause of peace, yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beastman. Bah, even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For though summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. 'Twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Laminsans, have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the sea has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek a new spawning grounds. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as possible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again, and again, and again. And I thought it high time that I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of pirates who failed to attend the meeting. Aye, acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would founder without them. Founder without them? I am given to understand that their leader, Captain Hilfer, has been bedridden for some time with an ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads a man named Sigurd, who but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. Save for his disdain of authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned not of value. Leave it to us. I'll find a little bitch. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever the Sigurd wants, we'll find out. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. Okay. By way of first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know of the Sigurd. It would that if you could approach the pirate's cat, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers. Are you afraid, Alphino? Do you not want to talk to pirates? You want to know about Sigurd? He's a wily bugger, is what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Moenskat's place at the old Hilfer side. Did I read that? I think I read that funny. There was a time we raced to the executioners for our pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Garleans are gone, and them days with them. Owing to which, we've all of us had to look for other ways to make ends meet. With that jumped up bilge rat Sigurd landing the juiciest whatever it may be. Not that we sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fish and boats from the fishbacks and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for your trouble, see? Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters, as can't sail on account of getting old or wounded with a child. And they cook it up and sell it for a pretty profit. Simple. Oh, I miss the old days. Don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all bad. You assume having a little one is peace and quiet. Curious about Sigurd, are you? As am I, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the thalassocracy, I'm impressed by myself for saying that in one go, permits us to attack only Garlean vessels. Yet these have all but vanished from the seas since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I cannot imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So how, then, are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they are not like to share it with their rivals, but mayhap you will have more luck. I see everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first? The cutscene. So, just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sigurd turned to the executioner's fortune around. Or turned, not to it, but... Sigurd turned the executioner's fortune around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to the tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they are coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with the reporter from the Harbor Herald. The publication has been investigating the secret of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries at Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Hoary Boulder, who has been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds in Sahagin lack the means with which to summon them. Do you mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes. Though we have no hard evidence as of yet. But we must investigate further. Agreed. So how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I have already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. Okay. What's that liberty, sir? The search for Sigurd. Alphino has the look of a man with a plan. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Limsa, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction and will shortly pose as a potential buyer in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. Provenance? The man is due to be at Oshan's Embrace in Lower Lenosha shortly. I suggest we make our way there at once. Let's go. Let's go meet this boy. Da-da-da. Okay. Big stretch. Is that insulting to say to a human? That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait, if he truly is in league with the bloody executioners, he will surely be wary of those allied to the Admiral, the scions not least of all. Compared to yours and Kat's, mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. He has a good point. Graha's right. And even if you aren't recognized on sight, you'd look too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. You saying Graha doesn't? Genteel? But very well, I'll leave it to you, Graha.
Got business with me, Catboy?
You're the crystal wholesaler.
I am, but you're no merchant. So what do you want with the crystals for?
Improvise! Don't look at us, you idiot! You'll give yourself away! Duck.
Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? And you need crystals to make staffs like the fine specimen you've got there.
Yeah, totally. That's entirely why. Yep. That's right. I am indeed a weaponsmith, and I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares.
Well, we don't invite just anybody into our storehouses. Takes time to establish trust, you understand.
Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quabble over the price.
All right, it's plain It's plain that's no ordinary crystal adorning your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me.
It seems to be working. Let's follow them. Graha rolling a nat 20 deception with like a 4 in charisma. They went into that tunnel quietly now. I'm going quietly.
You won't find any finer, especially not for the price.
Indeed, I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap?
There's nothing unlawful about them, if that's what you're worried. They're from Ogomoro, if you take my meaning. Stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. So, how much do you want?
So he stole from the kobolds. Ogomoro, taken from the kobolds just as we suspected. Whomst? That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around. Slowly. Well, we rolled very low on that stealth check. I'm Sigurd, acting captain of the Bloody Executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are. Scions.
Oh no, we're obvious.
And we also know you've been chatting with the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere, see? Comes with being the only true pirate crew left in Lipsa. Lipsa. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. The question is, what are you here for? You. You are bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, and so I shall return the favor. We came here to learn why the Bloody Executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa make peace with the kobolds, you would lose the source of your newfound wealth. That's right. Just to remind you, though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessel not flying the Imperial flag. But it don't say nothing about beastmen. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet's 'cause we don't want no one taking our business. Wait, just listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Him, especially.
Me?
While the Maelstrom were worrying about dirtying their fancy red clobber, you lot stormed Ogomoro and battered bleedin' Titan himself. Raised a mug to you when I heard the news. And now we're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after them. But with the Garleans gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on except the beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Contentious though some may find your views, it is true that you have broken no laws. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face. Unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa has another cause to hide in a cave. Well said indeed. Alright, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The Stilicia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. Why do you trust that? That's probably fine. We accomplished something. I'm not sure what. Something. On rough seas, Alphino is keen to report back to the Admiral. I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsalimens are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Grahatia's timely provocation had the desired effect, and Sigurd has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to Limsalimensa and pass on his invitation to the Admiral. Okay. I guess let's do that. Ba-ba-da-ba. Kat, your companions have already reported to the command room. Will you be joining them? Yeah. Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I will. Oh, oops. My bad. Excuse me. Welcome back, my friends. What news? I thought we were gonna do a cutscene. So they have been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice it to say, I accept Sigurd's invitation, and I would have you join me as my guests. The future of Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the scions present to bear witness. Now it's a cuss. Okay.
Look who's come crawling!
Traitor!
You can shove your piece!
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sigurd, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hilfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right!
Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take!
Piracy has no place in our future.
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place.
Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores. Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Werlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom.
I'm sorry, you pronounce it Bosnia? Okay.
When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty. But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. So we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive, like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so. Still, we're all the Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us? Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
A duel.
To the death.
Very well.
I accept.
As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
Okay. This is just happening, I guess. Why does Sigurd sound so familiar? Who else does he voice in this game? What a cocky face. Damn. That's actually impressive. Oh. Get fucked!
This ain't over! Not till one of us is dead! Finish the job! Or I will!
You think he'll let you?
It's the captain! Captain Ilfir! Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
Captain!
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed. Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew with the good ship Limsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay?
I like him.
Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots, with your own lives ahead of ye.
Yeah.
Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything ye want. We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom! So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate! Lad, I made ye me right hand 'cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You've the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief.
And respect to other people, but maybe work on that.
Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
I'm a healer.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
Wonder if he realizes that's Miss Beard. That was surprisingly really sweet. Though I had anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Hilfir would intervene. But full glad am I that he did. 'Twould have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson, and we have made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains is to do likewise with our neighbors. Yeah!
There you are.
Perfect timing!
There you are.
Hi. The great ship Vilbrand. For the first time in a long time, Merlwyb's course is clear. Oh, cussing. Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail us unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of their gods. And so, in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there is something I would show you. You should know, is what she said. Some 50 years past, when the Sahagin swarmed at our halls in ever greater numbers, Limsa entered into a covenant with the kobolds. This is Elfino. To men shall this bounty of the sea, to kobolds shall the bounty of the land. Shall go, I'm missing words here. An ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenosha, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, And on it went, till every Ilma Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand. It is the present, fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even should we cure their tempered.
Admiral, you speak of obstacles we are like to encounter at the meeting, but as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place.
And so we must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them, and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies.
Bait. They would welcome us into their midst, not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy.
Aye. And given the wealth of crystals we will bring, I'll wager they will attempt to summon Titan then and there. Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely. He is the fish I would catch. But he will not be alone, nay. He will have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death of the kobold's side would jeopardize our chance at peace, and there my venture founders.
Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's Chain? Though we would still have to weaken the kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm.
The artifact Mistbeard used to take goods and not life. Aye, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. So, friends, what think you of our strategy? The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of Aether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. Time during which Elise would be defenseless. Even should we all look to her protection, I am not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesseline would do. And had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. So I'm going to cure that priest, or die trying. I believe in you, Alice. And I believe in you too. You and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It is settled then. See to your preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon. Da-da-da-da! That's probably going to be fine, right, Joe? Nothing could go wrong. Okay. Maybe it's not. Alphino wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you all to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way, so leave that to us and focus on your own task. Indeed. And should you want for Aether, you need only say the word. Gaboo! Gaboo, did you follow us here?
There's something important that I would want to say to the High Priest. Express state, say, please let me come with you, please.
I'm sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here where it's safe, all right? My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you are ready, let us proceed to the Ugamora mines at once. Yep, totally fine. Not a problem that will be in the navel at all.
Are we thinking this through? Are they thinking this through? I don't think they're thinking this through. This 8th rite will bear us to our quarry. Should he make to summons Titan, as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. At this, all hells will break loose, and we will have an army of kobolds to entertain till Alice's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them, and let Enzar do the rest. It is time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond the squall. YOLO.
Hey, I didn't have to do shit.
I didn't kill those. Wasn't me. Are those still the parents? Wait, did you just leave the parents' bodies here this whole time?
It's only been a couple of days.
Greetings, Patriarch. No. I am Merlwyb Blufistvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Aye, just as we thought.
Now, Alice! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me!
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
YOLO! Discord? Are you there, Fender?
Hi.
Fender? There he is! That was weird. Oh shit, it's going anyway! Ah! Oh, I need to zoom out. Cat, draw the golems to me. I'll deal with them all at once. Okay. That's a cool limit break, ma'am. How are we to not kill them? Do we have non-lethal damage on?
Technically right now you're fighting golems, which aren't like living people, so...
Well, they're here, so I guess they do just like go unconscious, because they are breathing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, the Admiral's boyfriend is there.
Yeah. What are we doing?
He's doing that thing.
It's ready. Go, Angelo. Go!
Oh, what sorcery is this?
Raha! This tempering is too severe. I can't finish the job.
So one person's aether alone is not enough. I have so much aether!
Oh, just what we need.
What? What? Oompst? Oompst?
You're not alone.
Where am I gathering to? Here? I don't know. Okay. There. Got one of them. Okay, we're just gonna have Allie say take that, I guess. It's fine. We really do commit a lot of murders. Many.
Also a lot of tribe murder. Elfino, let us lend Alice our Aether.
Here you are, Alice.
Thanks, you two. I'll give it another try. Bombs, we can't let them get near Alice. I'm gonna try. I am nearing my limit. How do I stop that one? More of them. Spread out. Hold them off.
More!
How do I stop the scary ones? Oh, tethers. Ah! I failed. Alphina's almost dead. Shit.
You've got heals, right?
No, I'm an archer.
You know, just like strap a potion to an arrow.
Just a little more.
I'm so sorry. That is not. There's too many. That's not gonna work. Stand clear, all of you? Stand clear of what? Oh. Oh. Wow, dude took one for the team. Somehow it's okay. Of all the reckless things, Alice, now's your chance. All right, please let this work. Oh!
My head, the pain.
25%, we're almost there. Almost there. Kat, please lend me your Aether too. See? Could have done this the whole time. Do you know how much Aether I have to spare? Also, what's the weather? Eruptions.
Ow! You're dead now, girl. Finished. Done for. Dead!
What? Aw. Thanks, Merlwyb. No, Admiral. It's too dangerous. I don't know if... Alice doesn't want to bother you. Still, I made my decision before I came here. No matter what it costs me, Limsa will have peace. Can I attack? Oh, I'm still like down for the count. Okay.
Slay the last one. Exterminate. Destroy. Slay.
Bam, 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 ba-dam. Oh, he's doing a thing. Ba-da-bam, bam, bam, ba-dam. Okay. That's oh good, it's missing them. Well, some of them. Aren't I not supposed to kill him though?
Well, you know, there's killing and there's killing.
Okay. Okay, he's fine. Kat, a little more Aether, just a little more so I can finish this. Here you go. I have so much to give, it's fine. Thank you. It will work this time, I promise. Okay.
Yes, this will do. Here I go. Go, Angela.
Did it work?
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
I feel that's a little misleading when he couldn't control his thoughts, but...
No. No, 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 no! Why? Why would I do such a thing?
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Gaboo! What are you doing here?
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it. And you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already. So please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted! The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact! Violated, breached, broke! Unready as we were! What choice had we but to call upon the Divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, There was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world, if you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Gabu's too pure for this world.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole, I fought, I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to. That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die. Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
We did it! But also that hit a little close. And was a little relevant.
'Twould seem we have found a way forward with the kobolds. Next we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from thraldom. Theirs is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest. But reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true. So instead, I will say thank you for helping us to plot a new course not only for Limsa Lominsa, but all Eorzea.
Can I have a ship?
Always.
Like, can I have a pirate ship?
Not yet.
And go pirate?
Not yet. Soon. Futures Rewritten. Alphino's face is a picture equal both jubilation and relief. Ooh.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
The fuck?
What in the world is that?
Oh. That looks normal.
A tower.
You can see it too, then?
A crystal tower?
I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. Aye. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards. The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea. Nothing more is known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert. Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
Then we could get there faster if we had our own ship.
Not like we can't teleport. Wait.
She doesn't know that.
She does.
How would she know that?
I think everyone knows. How else does the wool get everywhere so fast? All right. This is probably all fine.
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Rogue preserved!
What? What? Oh shit! Oh look, a bitch.
It can't be.
The palace! After them!
You're here. Good.
Hi!
Well, well, well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why, even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that Asahi?
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Oh! You saw straight through it! Anyone would think you dealt with Ascians before. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandaniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
What do you want?
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days, to which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Ascians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire. And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die! You! And you! And you! I want you all to die! And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering!
Therapy.
I'm different, you see. From the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you.
You need therapy.
So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe. I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers, and this very star our stage.
Well, shit.
F?
F.
Ah! I'm on fire!
But I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash. Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
That music, though. Well, that seems normal and fine.
Thank goodness everyone's safe. We've managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden. Raban, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you.
No, you won't. You'll rest. From what Merlwyb tells me, you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest.
Very well. But if you need our help, don't hesitate, and take care, both of you.
Bye, everyone. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Ah, you're back too. Good. We've received the reports from the Alliance. Since we are all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat the rest of us to a first-hand account?
Sure.
No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable, but for the endless variety of our foes. This Fandaniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron.
Unhinged, perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days, and that the towers will somehow facilitate this.
He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. And the creature certainly did resemble the Elder Primal.
That may be, but the fact that it answered to Fandaniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more
probable that it is some manner of simulacrum born of Ascian magics.
Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of yours, Ishtola?
I have been to see the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judged it best to provide them with the cure first. My retinas. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Ulda and delivered the porxies to Her Grace, along with detailed instructions on their use.
We talk about the Sultana's face.
She was so happy. Yet, my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The immortal flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amalja when negotiations abruptly collapsed. The Amalja claim that a number of their kind have been abducted, and that men are responsible. Naught is known of the perpetrators as yet, but as the immortal flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Fandaniel's towers. This is Kryle. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yanxia.
It would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them.
Well, as you said yourself, we can do little to, for now, save remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority of such foes.
Estinian!
Estinian? Now just a moment. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lance, I would be the first to welcome it. But the truth is, we will struggle to find him.
You let me and Kryle worry about that. We'll sniff him out no matter where he's hiding.
If indeed he is hiding. We have ways of locating him regardless. So if there are no objections, we shall depart at once. They put a tracker on him, but...
No, Tatara just steps to the side and goes...
There he
that
is!
Way.
She's the bloodhound.
She just, on all fours, gallops off.
Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of the porxies.
You would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead.
Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long.
We can try again tonight.
The world often needs saving. Oh dear, are you not enjoying our adventure? And I really could have done with a rest. I would say, are you not enjoying our adventure? Just to tease him. Come now, I didn't say that. While it may not be the most carefree experience, there's nothing in this world I would rather do than write a new future with you. A long future, mind. Whatever the Telephoroi might hope. We'll stop them, won't we? Together. My heart.
Yes, that is very romance-coded.
Right?
Tell me about it!
As it were.
Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them. Oh, thank goodness for that.
You say that, but it's only one, bro.
Glory be. Glory be.
Glory be to Golimond!
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life. Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing him that you await his coming, though I confess I may have singed him a little in the process.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me. Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
F. We did it! Pen and sword. Well, that happened. So, that's 5.5. Writer of Histories. Well, sure, let's do it. Yeah.